Welcome to the Word of Victory on Air with Bishop Mike Bamidele.
If you are a young person, you see, some people have gone ahead of you. And when I say young person, I mean young in age, young in exposure to a particular field, or young in terms of starting something, no matter your age. It has to do with you are young in a field. You are young in age. You need to learn from those who have done what you are trying to do. You need to find out what they know. You need to know how they operated. What are the principles? What are the trade secrets? What are the things that they operated with that brought them to where they are? And now that it is your turn, what are the differences between your time and their own time, and what is needed now? So each young generation needs to successfully receive the baton from the previous generation. You don't ignore the previous generation, because there is no new generation without an old generation. You can never get a New Testament if there is no Old Testament. And the Old Testament is a shadow of the reality of the New, so that you can get your bearings right. If it doesn't look like the shadow and the prototypes that have been made, then it is not correct. So you know that you are off guard. For example, Isaac was offered by Father Abraham. That was a type of Jesus Christ that was to come, that is offered for the whole of humanity. Now, for example, Jonah went into the belly of the whale for 3 days. That was a type of the burial of Jesus Christ and how he will come out of the grave again. So there's always the old and there's always the new. And the new cannot exist particularly without the old. The new checks itself out from the types that have been in the old. So there is none to be ignored. When you are in a younger generation, in a profession, in a business, or in spiritual things, then you find out what are the things that makes the previous generations thick and what is required now as an addition. Certainly you may need additions. Certainly you need a change of style. New wine must be in new wine skin. You must have a change of package, but the content may not change, because God is the same yesterday, today, and forever, especially when you deal with the things of God. In Psalm 78, the elder generation were told to share their experience with the coming generation. May you receive grace for exploits. May you receive grace for total dedication. May you receive grace for personal walk with God. These are the graces that the older generation of believers had, and that grace is available for you now. Receive in the name of Jesus Christ. I'll be very happy if you follow us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter, and we can catch up on WhatsApp on a daily basis with a message from the presence of the Lord. I'll be with you next time on the Word of Victory. Until then, victory is yours.
There is a word from the Lord that will make your day.
You are surpassing all expectations. Expectations of those who have belittled you before. You say, look at him, he's so small. He cannot amount to anything.
Listen to the Word of Victory with Bishop Mike Bamidele on the Go Anywhere in the World. Now available on global podcast channels and music stores.
The Lord will fight your battles in the name of Jesus.
The Word of Victory broadcast. Victory is yours.
Thank you for watching. We believe this broadcast has blessed you. Word of Victory was brought to you by the continuous giving of friends and partners of Mike Bamidele's ministries. For more information, call or www.victorylifeministriesinternational.org. Until next broadcast, victory is yours.